Merci, asanteni sana. Okay, can we have teenage band members, can you please hold hands? I love poker. Does anyone see this? Excuse me? I love poker. Has anyone seen it? Yeah. Is there anticipation? No. But I mean, always days.
Soomaaliya من حلوان لا
Can you come and sit here, please? Erika, I know you're relaxed here. Anyone come in, Erika? Yeah. Very nice. Yes. Table number 2, boys. Table number 2. Table, facilitate the number 2. This is your table, please. Thank you very much. Table number 2. Table number 1 here. Table number 3 will be here with Raja and Hajra. Who's on table number 1? Do we have any DFIs in the room? Any financial institutions, development partners? Anybody from Google right there? Google can ask you, you have any material. Wants to be joined this table, please, thank you, sir. This is one of the tables we have for. Where are you from? Can I ask you to join that table over there? Yes, Zanzibar, anybody else in Zanzibar? Enable, can I ask you to join this table over here, please? Thank you so much. CCBRT, CCBRT. James? Over here, thank you very much. You need to have over here, please. Thank you. I know there was somebody from selection that over here, thank you so much. Joining the table. Anybody who doesn't have a seat, who doesn't know where they want to go? Yes, where are you from and what do you do? Where are you from and what do you do? Academic institutions are not here because CRD is already here, so we bring you here to this table and which academic institution? Anybody else who doesn't have a people and you want to take? Anybody else? Are you people? Okay, we have the names on this table. So, so here, that table is.
School. Yes. Still.
Okay, give yourself a round of applause, we did it. And if you can tell me where my laptop is, I will give you a permission to do that. No, I can't be, that's what this way they want me to check. Oh, Colin. Okay, I'm so sorry that we started so late. On behalf of 65 million people in my country, I apologize. We're going to try and do this in 60 minutes, so please bear with us. My name is Catherine Rosario. I'm one of your facilitators today. Can I just have our facilitators raise their hands, please? Collins from Arusha, Dr. Boni from Dar es Salaam. Table facilitator here, we don't have one. Kiko, who is the chair of the Tanzania Health Network. I'll let you introduce yourself because we call you yellow. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Harry Blackfeet. I'm with the coordinator from time. Thank you. Welcome everyone. So we have, it's not by chance that you're in this room. Here's the thing. We've curated the people at the tables. Some of you have joined us today, so thank you so much for joining us, those of you who have joined us. When we place you on the tables, we've tried to place you in a mixed group. So there's people with disabilities at your table. There are people from different regions at your table. We have representation from Zanzibar, from Iringa, from Morogoro, from Arusha. Right? There's people from the donor communities at BFIs on your table. And there's people that are coming all the way from Nigeria, so thank you. And Germany, I believe, as well. We also have government representation on all the tables, which is really exciting. And we have academics on the tables, and we also have Dr. Boni leading the table. So the idea of our today's session is to think about digital inclusion in an inclusive way. So let me ask you a pop quiz. If we're designing for youth, women, and marginalized communities, who do we have to have at our tables, and who do we have to have discussions with? Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Well done.
I'm not sure.
You guys are on a roll today. You don't even need me. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Kiko for a couple of minutes just to say.
Yes. Hold it.
Once you are. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give Nesta from GIZ a big round of applause? She's feeling shy. Zara. What am I saying? We're gonna welcome them to your home. Maybe you want to share a couple of things you're hoping to get out of the session?
Yeah, I'm sure. So, thank you everybody for coming. Oh, promise. Hello, thank you so much for coming to the event, and thank you so much for waiting until this time. For this session, we're expecting to get the raw insights and things that we can be able to take out of this group and start to implement. So whatever we say here today, we document it and we'll not only end here, but we'll see how we can include them into our programs as we start to implement projects. So let us keep the networks that we have here, and today is just the beginning. But thank you so much for coming. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna. Any table facilitators need a marker? You don't have a marker? Yep, okay. Next time we get some markers. Dr. Boni, can you raise your hand, please? You have somebody else joining your table. And can I get one of the students who was on this table, please, to go to table number 4? Yeah, you have 2 students here, maybe? Yes, can I have 1 student? Sometimes in life you have to split up from your friends, but I promise you, when you split from the path, the most common, the good things happen.
Yeah.
But I don't see you. Thank you so much. So we're going to do this really, really quick. We're going to take a bit of a deep dive into specific areas around inclusion. Your table facilitator, and I'll ask them to just put their hand up so you know who they are. Okay, that's your table facilitator. Collins is gone, but don't, he's coming back, don't stress. I hate to tell you this, but you're stuck with this person for the next 30 minutes. I'm sorry. And if you don't want to be stuck with them, then if you talk to me really nicely, I can make a switch hand. Welcome. Your name is? But I would like to put you on this table because Jason is already there. He's going to cover it. I know. I'm sorry. No, not that table. This one. We already have somebody who knows infrastructure in and out on that table. So we're putting you on this table now for please. And I think you like this one because this is about technologies that scale. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. Every table has a question, right? So there are. Hold on. How are you? Where are you from? Okay. Okay. You want to. I think you'll have something. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. What do you do and where are you from? I want you. I'm gonna use contact because he's still recovering. That makes sense. I just want to have this account. You can still. Okay, we're gonna try this again. This is how we're going to work. Jean here is going to time us. You have 5 minutes for brainstorming. You have 5 minutes for, sorry, you have 10 minutes for brainstorming. And you have 5 minutes for sorting. The question is written in 3 places. It's on the flip chart, it's on a blue piece of paper, and it's on these. Right? That's what the questions are. Number 1. You have sticky notes on your table. There are pieces of paper that are sticky, and you have brown circles. Use whatever you want to use. If you don't have a pen, please raise your hand now. Okay, next time we get some pens from the books. Jean, thank you. Right, so the timer will go off. Your table facilitator will give you the opportunity for 10 minutes to answer the question as fast as you can. They will facilitate conversation on the table. And then you will get 5 minutes to sort your responses and develop themes for all of your responses. Are we still together? Okay, thank you. Are we still together? Yeah. So for our guests today from out of the country, when we say, are you still together? In Kiswahili we say, tuko pamoja jamani. Okay, so then I need to hear you say that to me, pamoja, okay? So when I say to you, are we together? Tuko pamoja jamani. You say to me, okay. Well done. Right. Are we ready, facilitators? Does everyone not understand the instructions? Would anyone like the instructions in an additional language? Okay. So, Jean, can I get countdown? Tell me when you're ready, Jean. Okay, your time starts now. You get a 10-minute brainstorm for the question.
Naam.
Sisi walikuwa tunasema doku yangu ile kutumia kadi na nini.
Ah,
Hayo wameenda kwa shilingi
nani?
mshikaji wenu mmoja hivi
Atarudi.
Atarudi.
Alai au nani?
ndio kawai basi
Anarudi lakini. Kava?
kava suti kama suti basi niko kila suti
Sikutamia libasi.
acha basi lazima duka ingine kwa gani namuona karibu kila siku hivi of course kwenye jiko
Basi anaweza akarudi. Ah, mwembamba mrefu.
mama mrefu
Tupo naye ingawa yeye ni mfanyakazi wa JNCC. Ila tupo
tuko
naye.
okay
Sema hii room yake ipo si ni kule juu kabisa.
kwa kitu narudi au narudi
Yupo kwenye room yake lakini anakuja.
ndio nataka nikopie kitu basi
Hivi kama hivyo basi. Sawa.
If you write example back, please put the name of the organization that you're using the example for, so that we can share with the mapping as well as part of the outcome. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, yeah, because if you can't even have these conversations, you have to go into the conversation that may look here. Now. Is there anyone who speaks French again? Okay, would you like to make a statement?
Como instead.
Muuliza mimi haki ya Mungu, yani haki ya Mungu. Yani hapa nimeingia TikTok. Unanisikia? Unanisikia? Nipo kazini. Nasema hivi, unanisikia hapa? Waiza mimi hapa nimeingia TikTok, nikakuta no reply kitu. Sasa ndo hapa nikawa nikupigia. Nasema ngoja wakimaliza hawa ndio kupigia.
So your time for brainstorming is up. Do you need another minute? Do you need one more minute for brainstorming? Okay, we'll give you 1 more minute as there was a request for brainstorming. Drink 1 more minute.
brainstorming means defeated. Sierra.
Your time is now up for brainstorming. Table facilitators, please make sure that you are now sorting and collating all the ideas on the flip chart that need to be shared. So time to sort. Table facilitators, you should be sorting your thematic areas and recording.
You answer.
Yes.
Hola por ciento. Hola por ciento.
Yeah. Your time for sorting is done, which means technically you now have to move to another table. Table facilitators, would you like a few more minutes? Yes. Okay, so we'll give you 3 more minutes. You're done. So we've had a request for like 2 more minutes. We'll do 2 more minutes on the clock list.
Ndio kwenye chaji. Okay, time is now up. Ali, can I have you help Zena, please? Zena, still with us? Zena is moving to table number 1. Before you move, I need your attention, please. There's a few people that need to move first before you move. Raja, you are coming to number 4. Can I? Okay, let's move. This is how we're going to move. You are going to move. You're going to pick up and move to a table that you have not been on. Certain people have been assigned to tables already. Everybody else, pick up and move to another table. GIZ, please make sure you are 1 per table. Serikali ya Tanzania, please make sure you are not on the same table. The students in the room, please make sure you are not on the same table. Zanzibar, Iringa, anybody else of our Salaam, please make sure you are not on the same table. Wimbili, please do not be on the same table. You need to get up and move now. No. You just have to make sure there's only 1 government person on your table. 1 person with a disability on your table. 1 person from GIZ on the tables only. Zanzibar and Iringa, please split up. DFIs, please make sure you are not all on the same table. GIZ, you must be on different tables. Yeah. It's true, but, so I stop on this table. Thank you. You may sit here. It's okay. Between the Germans and the Belgians will be okay, unless. Okay, sorry. Joking, I'm sorry. Can I ask you to come over here so we can have back here? On this table, please. Okay, your 10 minutes on the clock is starting now. Same format as before. 10 minutes brainstorm, 5 minutes share.
Mdogo. Yeah, mzima. Yeah, nakusikia mdogo, niambie. Uko wapi? Sawa.
Please put your, if you use an example or you use yourself as an example, please put your name or the organization that you are citing the example from. So we can keep track and make sure that we give credit to organizations.
Inakuwaje? Sure. Nipo Genesis bado. Iko vipi? Kwa matangazo ndo nini ndio? Yaani una kazi hapo unaenda kwenye matangazo ya bure. Sasa unakaza mkataba sa matangazo na mkataba kwanza. Kwanza na teleprompter. Kwa kodi wapi? Au achana na hizo habari, achana nazo kabisa. Wewe ambie imepasuka, hamna teleprompter mwingine. Wanunue. Sasa kwa Devi mimi nilikupangaje kwani? Yaani before mimi kuongea na Musa alikuwa shaongea na friend. Alafu wewe jukumu la kupata teleprompter unaitolea wapi? Yaani unamjua nani na mwenye teleprompter?
Namaliza sasa.
Yaani umekazia pale bwana, hamna teleprompter, full stop pale.
Ya gani?
Ila ukijibebesha majukumu kitakulamba mjini. Haina shida.
Ndio unavyojua wewe.
brainstorming session. 2 more minutes for the brainstorming session. 3 more minutes. Very coming session,
You now have 8 minutes. You have 8 minutes to collect your ideas, ship them onto the flip charts. 8 minutes. Your brainstorming is done. You have 8 minutes to collect all your ideas and ship them to the flip chart. Only 8.
Ngoja sana. Mazi bado. Yaani hapa narua hapa. Sasa kinafanya na pema. Hata jana naweza mwisho kwa mfano ingie tulipana na ya muuza jana sikama kula ni mambo wanaendelea hii wanaendelea kusimama na discussion sasa saa mbili hamna wote ni saa moja kamili wanakuwa mnaji bado subiri wanaendelea bado jamani wanaendelea Miniga wanaendelea mtu tu ya mbele yenye bahati hizo wengine wanaendelea yarusha maji sasa
You have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go.
tena hapana ameweka dakika tano tano za discussion na tano za kuwasilisha ndio kama 10 sasa moja kamili na business section zote zote zinawarudisha huyu aliwaandikisha watu mahudhurio hii ya chakula, atufanyia kazi akaniachia mimi.
Zile pole zako ziko wapi? Basi. Basi.
Basi watu sina
hela atakadola dola milioni moja.
hizo. Kwa kweli inabidi ifanike pale Ruaha. Yani ile ni ya ile mshikaji nani ali.
You have 4 minutes left to finish your workshop and get ready for presentation. 4 minutes to go. Please do not destroy any of the brainstorming notes. We would like to keep them. Thank you.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hawa nimeongea nao ananiambia kudaiwa nasema hawa nimeongea nao ananiambia nitasoma ile kwa kushtua. Kwa hiyo leo nimeongea na Elike ananiambia sio muda mrefu anafaa saa moja hii. Uko ndani? Nasema uko sasa nakuuliza sogea barabara hapo.
Nina si robot akiangalia nafsi zake.
Okay.
Huenda jaribu hata kutumia
1 minute.
macho yenu hapa kwanza ni usiaji. Hizo zinakuwaga za ajabu ajabu. Jana tulikuwa usia tushaanza kuondoka.
Mimi huko ndo mnavaa vizuri nzuri. Hiyo si tu. Si tu kutoka huko. Ndio natumia dakika basi.
Hapa ilionekana kama imeisha. Sasa sijui imetokea nini.
Hata pia kwetu saa hizi na watu wanne. Sababu itakuwa ianze iende kwa hiyo kitu msaada. Sana. Hamna vitu kwa jamali hiyo ina mwingine
wanaanzia jumla. Begi ile laptop me. Laptop.
uso uko na pikipiki bigi bigi uko na pikipiki njoo basi ukumbe unalinyelele Mwalimu Nyerere hapa posta ukumbi wa Mwalimu Nyerere posta ukumbi wa Mwalimu Nyerere tunaujua ndio mpaka Serena kutoka Serena
I can see the professor in the room now. Your time is now up. We are going to the table selection randomly. So I don't have any people coming after me.
Unajua watu walikuwemo wengi unaondoka nchi.
organizers
Mimi nilikuwa nazima kamera hapa. Watu wanaona kamera hapa. Baadaye hawa hapa.
In the spirit of AIGF, I will ask our delegate from Senegal to pick the first table.
okay
Hata sasa kuna laptop za sasa zinaingia.
sasa mama
Mask.
Okay, table number 3. Table number 3.
what all say
Ndio jambo la msingi. Yani kwanza ni
Presentation will work. They will show key highlights, key values,
au sio?
quotation,
Leta FC aje kimsingi.
key thematic areas, 1 or 2 examples. And everybody will get 5 minutes to be able to present. Are we good? Team number 3, let's go.
Ikipitwa muda kidogo
Good evening, everyone. This is a recap from two teams that are attending partnerships, which is a very good across the field. If you were to go faster, right? So we were looking at two of the partners to be working on artificial inclusion and watch this and this contribution. We can categorize things. There are so many things. Really, everyone did a very good job in this. We categorize them into 6 types of things, which we summarize institutions, which the main value add in this partner was from primary school level. The next kind of partner that we that you coverage, looking at even
It is a camera za kamera. It is a camera za kamera. Atoke nikaangalia 4K ya simu iwe iPhone iwe wapi na 4K ya kamera kama kamera tofauti. Yeah, kompyuta yenyewe iPhone.
We know that their cost included in this transition. And so the idea was how can funding organizations, whether these are development partners, whether these are individuals supporting to help with products for more digital content. The phone came up with governments, starting in different countries, and the has played to basically more digital society, but then also to identify the specific needs. When it comes to digital, more practical data.
Wanataka uwekee robo. Naona Karimu hayupo. Wanataka kuwekewa robo.
Reducing access devices to make this more affordable. When the digital version is making a deep like rural urban, where the economy is very quickly and so as a social tools by fields. But what I was influencers, so we can think of the lyrics. Those are we still thinking about acquisitions, enforcement, etc. If they can be running campaigns around digital inclusion, but also interesting points around even perhaps having people with different abilities be part of the influences. And the last one was quality aspect. As a community, also we have a key role to play to inform the need of past categories we came up with. Our aha moment. If I ask you the question, how many members? How many?
See ya kweli. Oh, okay.
Digital inclusion on Instagram,
Karimu kwa
Facebook. How do you have heard that even the big companies that
Karimu.
has that kind of inclusion? I don't think any of us may have.
Section inaendelea muda.
Huyu hapa naona.
Alikuwa wapi?
No, amesema
Ndio bela za. Haya sasa.
no.
Anataka kutumia logo. Logo. Yeah. It's okay. Kwa email. Sasa. Okay. Niko kwa Alex. Hapo niko na Alex nje. Nini? Huu nawe kama yenyewe. Logo kama logo. Huyu hapa anataka display. Bila sawa, janipe tu. Tumie moja moja. Kama display moja moja. It's okay. So ni kutumia ba nitumie.
For the people that with disabilities, but is there somebody that would be an influencer that you look up to? Chef Zena, Raja? I know some of you are also here representing larger communities. Is there somebody that needs to be on that influence? Chef Zena, who's the influencer that like you look up to? We got
Nimenunua jana tu alafu.
From Tanzania. Is there anybody you can think of that?
Nilikuwa nakutafuta.
As Colin says.
Nilikuwa nakutafuta ndugu yangu.
We need to be thinking about.
Kasisi ana logo zake 3. Nataka tu udisplay tu pale kama ile picha. Au unaweza kaka kwa slide show screen pale. Si bora akupe wewe umsaidie.
Malated,
Yeye anaweza pia kazi straight kwa. Unatumia laptop yako una tumia kwetu. Basi ngoja akupe. Ile kwa nini?
Thank you. Can we give the teams that came up with some rich ideas a round of applause? And then, because he called me out, I'm not letting them have a say. I'll let the ICT Commission pick the next one. What number is that? You pick your own number. Number one.
Basi ni kitu gani?
Jean, we must.
Kwanza kuna ndio mwenye
Thank you so much. The various to adoption
Moja
I put various time before we did so we identified just to read them.
Mimi kwa nitumia kwa email. Au ni
So one of the most of the various third and fraction. Yeah. So for instance,
au mimi niweke tu kwa nani?
people from
Nisi.
just
Ili sasa unasema niweke tu kwa nani?
mother who has interest
Mimi sio mnitumia kwa email.
Asijatuma ni kwa
umemkikia kwa nini?
Nimempa email yangu.
baada ya sababu nijua tunatuma kwa.
This will be easy.
Oh, haya, moja ndio hii hapa. Hii nitashindwa kuweka kwenye my PC. Si iko online ndogo yako.
No.
Tena ipo online.
Hapana, yani sina access.
No, nasema logo iko on Google.
Iko
Google Photos naweza
Drive.
Google Drive.
Kama kanaingia online.
So thank you so much. Yeah.
So quick translation. We have this mother country.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so Amanda, most of our believers
No, get valid.
Yeah, but for her, she didn't have interest in those areas. But her mother insisted that she should consider taking studies in those specific areas. But later, she realized actually, but she had different interests. But later she realized she had interest with AI and technology. But she realized that if she studied, for instance, becoming studying disciplines like physics, biology, like those are something that is very difficult to become, for instance. Should still have that knowledge and translate that into technology, like which could build technological solutions. In that so another thing that came out from our table was vision. So many problems were centering around in another
hiyo tu peke yake
Hiyo peke yake.
And of course, special tools. And among the four, the other one is translation possibility. This one is called a short, just expand this a bit. Translation is not just in terms of language, but translation for people with hearing impairment. Yeah, you need to translate those solutions so that they can be able to access them. Yeah, but also people who have like vision impairment. Yeah, you need to translate these solutions so that they can also be accessible. And they give an example, but don't have time for example. They have, yeah, but just going to read the course.
Can you give me one?
Okay, it will be good if it comes from the old as well. But
Apige picha kama hiyo logo iko
yeah,
pale.
so there is
Ionekane the
stigma
branding.
that most people with disabilities feeling not belonging and also ignored when it comes to using and especially these social medias. Yeah. So that's one thing that has been shared around. Yeah. Yes.
We have time to read the second one.
Okay, I read the second one. Thank you so much. Yeah. So this one is from a young lady. Said, so young people, so this was like student children. Young people think of when they think about accessibility, they think about cost. They tend to can they afford, for instance, trust to get the devices. Yeah. Although there is also a question in terms, for instance, where people they don't have that, so they cannot get access to this because in terms of identity. Yeah. So that's another thing that you read from this quote. Yeah. But aha moment, I'm just sharing the aha moment. This quote is a story of David. And this is Arab reading, my understanding, yeah, it's from Arab reading, that's correct. Yeah, so this is like a digital application, so they come up with a digital application. But when they try to give it, people are not adopting it. But when they give it, they started comparing, yeah, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So that was like a very
Go
good story.
itakuwa na
So
automate
tell
ile
us,
kutumia na
the people we are building, yeah,
Zoom
tell
in,
us
hata
go there and find a better
That's
way
what it is.
to facilitate that adoption. Yeah. So
And
that's
let's give them a round of
Thank
applause.
you. All right.
A little fun fact about RF Tanzania and their role model, which is the example. It's taken 8 years to build the model. 8 years of human-centered design every day for 8 years to roll out a program that's impacted more than 12,000 young people in the Southern Highlands. But again, go back to why are we here today to build inclusively? So same thing. When you can build with people in mind, and you build with them, not for them, you can have impact. I'd like to ask Lightness, one of our photographers here today, to pick one. I'm not looking, pick wisely. You're picking who goes next. What number do you have, the Lightness? Number 4. Lightness has picked your table. You have 5 minutes on the clock.
So hi everyone. So, my question
Amtetemeki bwana.
so what is if you try to imagine like how do you plan
Mwanza nini?
new approaches to transform digital inclusion by 2030? We had two questions. The second question, how do we ensure they help them and how? So for the first question, we suggested we supposed to have the AI tools. And AI tools as a way to help us with the voice recognition, as we all know how we use the AI tools right now. So this is going to be very usable for the people with disability to be included in this aspect, voice recognition, text to speech. And we also have stability features. Stability features, these are features that are found in our phones. So I can do a little bit of research. There are some people, we actually had an application known as Tanzania. So we did a lot of training with stability feature, and people didn't even know that there is a stability feature at all. With their phones. It's you don't have to, it's free because it's available in your phone.
Anybody here use an accessibility feature on their phone or even knew that there was one on their phones? Please raise your hand. GIZ, can you not raise your hand? Apart from GIZ in the room. I'm sorry.
Someone ambaye
Apart from GIZ
alikuwa
in the
mjibu
room.
nani alikuwepo jamaa ambaye
Ile kama Ethiopia.
nadhani ndio kwa wajibu wake.
So that's
Hamna shida tumjibu tu.
I mean, there's no problem. Some safe some medical shit then.
People can have like business, you can use internet, you can see how people use internet, you can mobile banking to exchange differently, money to one person to another. We have another question. Bionics, these are robots. So when we mentioned that we should have robots who support people with matters of eyesight,
Sasa
in matters of walking, you can have this focus, you can move to the work. The second question, so we had AI tools, ability feature, bionics, internet of things. So the second question, how do we ensure they help us with commerce? First is human station design. Before creating all this, we should come together as the way we're doing here right now. We're trying to do a human centered design to make sure that people who are in that particular area who have disability can be included in this journey to make sure that things that are going to be great and going to support them. Actually, it's like human centered design as universal design too. We should have there's something that I've learned that in different language translation. In Tanzania, we have our own focus on language, but in other countries, they have another one that would the same. So I think we should have a universal design that combines all of the people in the world having that message.
Nyingine mbona kama haionekani?
Affordability, I mean, trade capacity building.
Ukiachana hilo kuna nyingine.
Should be trained on how to do the features. Should be trained
Ya
on how
huyu
to
na hii.
kuna hiyo
Watu wanakuja hapa.
ndio hiyo ziko na kama
Hapo zimekaa kama tatu.
zile ni sawa. Alafu ile ya kaka
Kwa maana yake zile ni
hizo tena engineering.
sawa.
Was there to development. But we don't have AI, you're going to have the identities, things, how are you going to protect them? This is having people should know how to protect their things. People should be trustworthy. They should have data policies, should have data protection throughout their phones or anything that involves technology. But also there's a point that was mentioned by Ryan, they're having a portal known as Youth Disability Connect portal. They are using it, right? Yes, they're using it. So that helps youth, I think not only youth, but a number of people to get to learn, but also to connect them to that portal. So the people who are using this why all that you or why you group. That's true. The name of the portal is Yolo Connect portal. You wanna know Youth with Disability Organization. So we're going with that. People who we didn't have that, so we're having something that we use with disability connect project. So AHA was especially AHA for the course. So AHA was we can measure all this by 2030. The question is the affordability. Is it going to be affordable people who can't access those biometric can't access internet of things to make sure that they're going to support them? People have them. There's someone that I got that people have their hands pushing on the lines. So is this everyone can access that particular kind of device? So we have from Roger, we say that with accessible digitech, disability is just a notion. With all this can just be a notion. Because people can still access everything that any other person has with the digital platform. I know this is for the women, so it's just all women, actually. For women to fully participate in digitalization is the main key. That women should be included in this digital area that we're going, and we should not be left behind. Thank you for listening.
Welcome to the food team. So I'd like to show you the OP. I don't know how many of you know about the OP Tanzania app, but the OP Tanzania app used human-centered design. 750 girls in 6 regions and Zanzibar came together. Young girls between the ages of 14 and I think 20. Interestingly, this was also a partnership between Thai Tanzania, UNICEF, and Our Labs Tanzania. So we have and GIZ. And if you download the OK app, which is on the Play Store, you will see women and girls that look like you. So when we think about inclusion, you will see somebody in a wheelchair, you will see somebody in a scarf, you will see somebody with a different skin color, you will see somebody in glasses. So the avatars were made and designed intentionally to be inclusive. It's free to download. Even if you're a man, you can download and check it out. And the overwhelming, I think, impact has been is that the young women that are using Koki have said, I see me. visits me and this works for me. I will let you say, yes, of course. Well, the Orchid app. So we have got first line and having an Orchid essence. Apart from that, this have a spark can still access all the things that are found in the Orchid application. But also have Orchid desktop found in 28 folds in Daresa, Tanga, Arusha, Moshi, and Mushu. And just in case you didn't know, Orchid is a period tracking app. Okay, the last team to go, I believe, is team number 2. And once you get up there, Professor, we will start.
Uone hapo pia mtu uko mbali. Alafu sisi msemo wako unasema kwamba pengine tunaangalia mtu labda ana confuse. Tunaangalia. Kwa akili iko mbali bali kidogo. Ni akili iko mbali.
Bado moja. Bado hilo tu.
Mwanzo ninasikiliza na baadaye tunachoka. Hiyo kusikiliza kitu.
Table number 2, looking at 81 words. So essentially, our table is looking at the stories, the experiences that we have either experienced as individuals or stories that we have heard of other communities that have benefited. So I think ours was exciting. Some of the key takeouts, we had about 3 or 4 takeouts, but the good thing is that we had a very interesting participant in our group because she told us her story, and I think I want to just narrate her story of this one. Use social media for her story, like she blew up the internet by using social media for advocacy and for business. So she's a chef and pika chakula kizuri sana. Kwa hiyo akawa she told her to speak English, right? So she used one of her platforms to advertise her business, and then she used the other platform for advocacy. So when people saw her and that she was sitting on a wheelchair and she was looking fabulous, people got inspired. So I'm sure you have a following behind you who are inspired by what you do. You pattern are so inspired. They love it. They give a high five. Before you go on social media, look for Instagram. Chef Zeni. Look for Chef Zeni with another and on Instagram. Because I'm so inspired. Go directly to a post because I'm making a story. Said how I was able to use social media without shaming myself, not shaming that I thought I was powerful. So you can actually, in that case, she could use social media, advertise whatever she was doing from her bed. Imagine how something like this, right?
Sauti yake tulikuwa chini.
That's a very inspiring story.
Sauti ya
And you can
Lakini sauti inapika.
why I used to be, right? For our own advocacy,
Na sauti za mic tu.
so yeah, internet and another thing that came up was the application of rules. We had another very considerate of how they were able to use a live translator, and a member
Na mic iko karibu.
who was not able to participate in events because was it a he or she? Was it a he or she, Jazzy?
Kuloga out kwa.
He.
Bado tuko hewani.
Was a he who was not able to participate in activities. And so they ended up adopting this live transcription application in which they were able now to have inclusive communication and meeting and activities going on. We also had another story of statistics and how lecturers do help lift up girls. I think this was directly from a peace club at Erzani, where students were tackling the issue of gender violence, GBV, and how this platform gave them the ability to speak up. But also I want to bring my own story because I was a facilitator and also a help owner. She came to one of my events and she heard about AI very fascinated. And then when she saw me today, she came up to me.
Kuna mic iko on karibu.
Because
Hapa ni introduction.
So that's the personal story. Sarah, all of that.
What?
And examples that were given on the Okay, another success story in say system Arlas idea, and how you had the students, street children save their money through save their money in this tournament system. Wow, in 8 months. I didn't catch exactly what happens after they save money, they are able to
Go on at that amount. So they rent houses, they rent their own homes right now, but some of them go back and reunite with their families. One of them reunited with their families and was able to farm beans, and from the beans harvested got 300,000 from the beans. Wow.
And then opened an account at CRDB. And so, yeah, it's really impactful.
Those are the success stories we want to hear, right? So kudos and well done to that. We also, was there a joke that we missed on that table?
A CRDB joke, we can move on.
CRDB joke, we can handle that, it's fine. And then there was also the African Girls Can Code mentorship again. So the themes that come out from here is mentorship, STEM. We had another theme that came with the STEM programs and awareness, which comes again back to mentorship and the possibilities of how STEM can change lives. So social media, mentorship programs, application tools, the actual tools that bring together or promote inclusivity, and yeah, mentorship program. I think that's around that. So that's our presentation. Thank you.
Give them a round of applause and give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. I just recollected something. TEDx Oyster Bay on, I believe, YouTube should have these videos. But when we talk about representation, Ali over here, who has an organization, an association to help young people that stutter on Zanzibar, on the mainland and in Zanzibar, and Chef Zeni also, both are TEDx speakers. So they've both been on the TEDx stage. I will tell you this, their videos are some of the most watched on the TEDx Oyster Bay platform. So if you go to TEDx Oyster Bay on YouTube, you can find Chef Zeni or Ali's TEDx video. So representation and what matters they've already started advocating and working in this area. So a round of applause to our table facilitators. To our translator, can you just get up and we can see you? We've had a sign language translator here today. Thank you to GIZ, Digital Transformation Center, and to Tanzania Hub Networks for putting this together. Thank you to all the representation. I know it's been a crazy, crazy long day. Thank you for staying. Really, really, thank you for staying and doing this with us. The next steps are, we are going to send out a thank you note first, but also a survey, and the survey will include all 4 questions. So if there's something you've forgotten that you really kind of remember tonight, or if you want to answer the other 2 questions that you did not get to answer, we'd love to hear from you, right? And then we are going to collate all that information and share it back with you, because we know many of you are working with government, so this could be national ICT commissions. We know many of you are working with UN Women, DFIs, Enable is still here, Joachim. I know you will be taking a lot away. So, and the hub networks and the academic institutions, entrepreneurs, we really do have a very diverse skill set in the room. So it would be great to see if we can collaboratively, intentionally come together again, or if you come together with people that you've met to craft solutions and to really dig deep. So we will be sharing the information. Yeah, it might not be shared by Monday. It really will depend how quick you get back to us with those survey details. Are there any questions before we end for tonight? Yes, or a comment? Okay, I see you, Ali.
Thank you. It wasn't a question, but rather a comment to just like there's the fourth group that was discussing some innovations in the future, and they spoke about coming up with robots that can assist persons with disabilities in doing work. I just wanted to challenge us a bit. Do we want to simplify work for persons with disabilities, or do we want to exclude them from work within their home? And then that brought me to the whole aspect of how these innovative solutions are very expensive. And I believe the niche is within simplifying care and support work within the household level. And I believe there are many development practitioners inside here. And I just wanted to note the point that a lot of care work has been burdened on women's shoulders, including women with disabilities. So whenever we come up with these innovative solutions, we should think on how to make these solutions cheaper for women or persons with disabilities so that they can also benefit. Whenever we think of, for instance, coming up with electric hookers, let's think of how we can move them closer to women with disabilities in the sense of making them cheaper or distributing them to women with disabilities so that we can simplify work for them and that they're also able to engage in other economic or social activities by having more time, by reducing the amount of time they spend in household-related chores. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Could you add that to the survey when it comes to you as well, please? So we can capture it. Ali?
Thanks, CR. This is not a question, but I just wanted to share with the participants here. The organization that CR had mentioned is called Chamuta, which is a Swahili acronym for Tanzania Special Speech Patterns Association. And this coming month in June, we're going to be running a 5-day camp for kids who stutter. So watoto wenye kigumizi, and we still have spaces for them. It's a 5-day filled with fun and activities that build their confidence to take up space and own their stutter in different spaces within schools and the neighborhoods and so forth. So please look up Chamuta and sign them up and share them with parents who have kids who stutter. Thanks, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, before we end, there's one announcement for hubs, apparently. You can make it now. If you don't know you're a hub, then you probably are a hub.
Yeah, so I just want, okay, so maybe I should make an announcement so that I do not disturb everyone else. But I will just ask, like, when people are going out, hubs will remain for like 2 minutes will be enough, yeah? I think that will do.
Last comment.
Even those who are not hubs yet, but are interested to become hubs in the activity they are doing, please stay, because this also concerns this.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Amina Abdul Eid. I do serve as chairman for SANIF organization. It's a new one which we are dealing with technological transformation. Apart from that, I'm also working as a database administrator at CRDB Bank. So I would like to add my comment on we have a thing which we discuss here as a GRC, the governance, risk, and the compliance. We are talking about the digitalization, but are we sure about the compliance, the risk, and the governance towards how to implement it, what not to implement, and to which extent we're supposed to go? So I leave this as a question for all of us to do a follow-up, to know exactly what are these GRC on the areas which we are working with, and to give out the good results or bring a positive impact out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we will end on that note. Thank you so much again, everyone. Have a good night and a safe weekend. Table facilitators, do not throw out the Post-its. Please collect them. You have work to do. Thank you. Thank you to our tech guys in the back. Thank you to our photographers and our sound guys for staying so late. We appreciate it.
Sorry.